Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Wednesday, May 13th, 2009. Well, we're seeing a little bit of a bloodbath on Wall Street today, folks, led by the retail sales numbers this morning. They were not pretty. The market has taken a very ugly hit on them, as we can see. You're looking at the spiders on an intraday basis on a 10-minute time frame, and you can see right now they're at the lows of the day, coming down, and we are coming into a little bit of a support line soon, so I want to make sure you guys are aware of that. All right? We'll go over all the numbers to begin with here first, but I first want to focus on what the Dow is doing, what the NASDAQ, what the S&P 500 is doing. Right now, the Dow is down 185 points, the NASDAQ is down 44 points, and the S&P is down 22.75. Across the board, that is 2 to 2.5% losses on the indexes. A big sell-off today. I want to go over the key levels. You can see a lot of them on your screen now. We'll go to the 60-minute chart and talk a little bit about it as well in a short amount of time. Now, what caused this again, folks? Because you're seeing a major sell-off on Wall Street. Really continuation. Remember, 2 days ago we had a nice down day. Yesterday we had a pause day. Today we're seeing continued downside in the markets. You seem to have turned on a little bit of a dime here and are finally seeing some profit taking. And in all fairness, it's long overdue, folks. Very long overdue in this market. Now, again, those of you that are premium subscribers, you obviously know what positions I've been holding over the last few days to week or so, and I have taken some profits because we have seen a nice gain in the QID there, absolutely huge gain in the QID, the SDS, the SRS, any of the ETFs that are short this market over the last 2 days, especially today, are seeing a huge gain. So I have taken a little bit off the table there, and again, that is fantastic, and I hope everyone can join so you know what I'm doing, what our traders are doing through the Pro Trader watch list, what the daily analysis video shows you every night that you need to be aware of for the coming day, and how we knew this was coming without a doubt over the last week or so. We've been calling for this for a week or so now, and a beautiful sell-off, and we'll see how far it continues. You know, on the nightly analysis video tonight, I'm going to go over your key supports, where you're going to look for a bounce in this market, what to expect, and so forth. This week is options expiration as well, so that is playing a part in it. You've obviously had a huge move up the last 2 months, a lot of call buying out there, people thinking the markets are never going to come down again, reality starting to set back in a little bit as things are coming in. Now, those retail sales were ugly, folks. No doubt about it. Very ugly retail sales, and that is what's really tanked the market. Futures were lower initially this morning, but very minor levels, and as soon as at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, those retail sales came out, things just started to sell hard, very hard. And I can show you actually on in the futures where it was. All right, here's your 8:30 time frame. See 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock right in the middle. There's your volume surge. Look at that dump on the retail sales, guys. That is a big-time dump, and the market's really just continued to sell all day here, coming back in on the futures. You're looking at the S&P futures there. Let's go back to the SPY on an intraday basis as we come into some support levels here at around 88.70 or so. We are coming in. A little minor bounce could happen here. Just a minor level. There is another level I'll show you as well on the charts. But what you're seeing here is look at how key these levels have been today, folks. All right, you gapped below yesterday's low. See yesterday's low in red right here? You gapped below it, you sold, you closed below a little bit of support here, you rallied back above it, came down, bounced off that same gray trend line here, and then rallied up. Where did you top out? Absolutely. Right here, notice how resistance, again, this was support yesterday, we bounced huge off of it. Today, it's resistance. Remember, broken support yields a resistance on the upside. Beautiful right here. The shorts in our chat room, those that shorted and scalped, had a beautiful move here all the way back down off of that to a double bottom. Notice the double bottom coming into play here. A little bit of a bounce to the gray trend line with a little tail, telling you there's some sellers coming in right there on the top. The market sells, goes right to our secondary support line right down here in blue. At that time, the market starts to rally back up. Where does it go? Great trend line. Another tail. You got to look at those tails and understand what that means in a weak market, folks. That means sellers are piling on there, pushing the market all the way back down, and now you're seeing the selling come back into play here. And this has been a very nice sell-off in this market right now. Huge selling coming in. 4-bar surge. We're coming into support, and I'll talk a little bit about this support in a second on the 60-minute chart. In any case, though, very nice day on this market on the downside. For those of us that had expected it, you now have the Dow down almost 200 points here, and that is a very nice selling opportunity here, and possibly yielding a nice buying opportunity in a little while. And again, that's what we'll be talking to our premium subscribers about in the next couple videos. Tonight, tomorrow, Friday, and then next Monday, we want to really start analyzing this market. Where do we think there's going to be a bounce? We want to position ourselves to get it ready for that, and then let them in on that, and we'll give you guys all the information, all the technicals, price pattern time, technical analysis, trend line analysis, and where we're buying and selling or shorting. That's really bottom line, folks. So notice a little bit of support coming in here. You are starting to get a little bit of a bounce. I want to go to the 60-minute chart now and really talk about key levels here because there are some major ones to look at, and I'm going to put them on the chart with you guys. All right, so number one, notice this level right here. All right, see this gap? Your gap, this is gap window right down here at around 88.55 to 88.60. That's almost in play right now. I'm going to put that in the chart and for all you guys to see. There it is. So you're just about a good support here, right around this 88.60, 88.50 level. And again, as soon as you touch that, you should yield a bounce. If you decide to go through that at some point today, gap fill will be right in place, as you can see right here. All right, below it at 87.85. That'll be gap fill right there on the 60-minute chart. So these are your two levels I want you to be aware of on the downside. You're coming right into number one support. You will get an intraday bounce most likely there. Most likely, without a doubt, I would almost say good scalping opportunity too. If you break that at some point today, then your next level for a very good scalp will be right here. Resistance lines as follows. Your main resistance will be the high of the day today, which was the low from yesterday right there with that tail before we rallied up and sold off into the close a little bit. That is a very important level to watch as well on the upside 60-minute chart. On an intraday basis, let's go back to the 10-minute. On the intraday, if you continue to bounce, your minor level of resistance will be right here at the previous low, this $89 pivot level right here. All right, that's again at $89. Then the 20 moving average and the gray trend line and the green one sloping down, which is a very nice one as well, here right around 89.40. Then if you break that, obviously the red at 89.80 to 90 level, which is the gray trend line here, which is the 50 moving average. So that right there will be a lot of it, support areas, and you're starting to see a little bit of a bounce, guys. And again, it's just understanding the charts. On the 60-minute, you were coming right into that gap window. That's going to be a good level to watch, and you're seeing it now getting a little bit of a bounce. Very hard sell, though, here. Very impressive sell, too. So, futures down again, about 25 points. NASDAQ down 45. Dow down 193, and S&P down 24, as the market has sold off here beautifully, absolutely beautifully, and we are seeing some downside. Now, I'm not going to go into the daily charts. For those of you that are 401k guys, for those of you that want to follow more of a swing trade basis, you have to sign up for the Research Center, which includes everything under the Research Center. All 5 services there, all fantastic services. We talked about taking off from the Pro Trader watch list today, Ford. We had added that at 598 right up here, all right, right up here, and then taking it off the bearish watch list, again, right here at the open at right around that 480, 475 level, 477 level today. Again, the Pro Trader watch list can give you an idea of what our pro traders are watching. That's the genius of it. It's not going to necessarily tell you exactly what we're in and at what price, but it tells you exactly, if it's on a Pro Trader watch list, it's a compilation of about 10 different premium traders, and all these traders combining will give you an idea of what's going to be in play in the direction of it. It's really a genius thing. All right, absolutely genius. So you can kind of look for setups in that way on your own. Follow our teaching methods in the videos, in the webinar, in the chat room, in the daily market report, and put them to use and do them for yourself. That's the beauty of it, without a doubt. All right, Goldman Sachs. I want to show you something on Goldman, guys. Great trend line here on Goldman, and I can't stress enough how much trend line analysis, if you don't know it, you got to learn it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts here, because look at this. All right? This is something I put on the charts today, guys. From here, crossing here, to here on Goldman Sachs. Look at this. Right through. So every time you hit or pierce this green line, you can play it for a little bit of a scalp. Alright? Hits here, bounces up. Look at that nice bounce. Comes down again, bounces up. Alright, then it comes down here, and you could look, it's in spirit of, but it never really pierces. Right here it pierces, get a bounce again. So you got to understand this kind of stuff, guys. It's just amazing to understand and profit. That's the key, guys. We're all here to profit. None of us are here to just learn. We all want to make it turn into money for us, and that's why the key is here. So again, I encourage you to join the next webinar, which will be in early June. Sign up as early as possible. The chat room is fantastic, and the Research Center, as always, is exemplary. Take care, folks. We look forward to talking to you tomorrow in the next video. Have a wonderful day.